أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. We're talking about the Imam al-Ghazali's book Ihya al-Ulum, and in the last sitting we talked about the knowledge whose learning is compulsory on everyone, and we discussed that the knowledge of the 5 pillars of Islam and how to fulfill those prayers and pillars is compulsory on everyone. But now we come to the knowledge whose learning is a collective duty. And again, Imam al-Ghazali rahimahullah divides this knowledge into two, basically. So he says that the knowledge whose learning is a collective duty. So one is a non-legal science and the other is a legal science. So it should be known that an obligatory science could not be distinguishable from another except in relation to the divisions of knowledge. As far as our subject is concerned, the sciences are divided into legal and non-legal. By the legal sciences, it is meant that what has been taken and learned from the prophets and messengers, peace be upon him, alayhimus salatu wassalam, and they are not acquired by reason. For example, in the case of arithmetic, and it's not by experimentation as the case of medicine, nor by hearing as the case of language. So this is about the so whatever legal sciences are directly from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and his messenger, so they are not acquired by human resources. As for the non-legal sciences they're acquired from some kind of source, from a worldly source. And again, non-legal sciences can be praiseworthy or blameworthy. So the blameworthy science, the blameworthy knowledge, is that which deals with the interests and affairs of the world, like medicine and arithmetic, and this is divided to which is collective duty and which is meritorious, even though it's not obligatory. So it is, and the same blameworthy thing will become praiseworthy once you have the intention of service of human beings and mankind, and also the intention of pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In that case, it will become praiseworthy. So as to the collective duty, it is the science which is indispensable for the maintenance of this world, like the medicine which is necessary for the preservation of bodies, and arithmetics which is necessary for treatment and distribution of bequests and heritage, and the others like science, other sciences like those which have the same position. If a town has none to undertake them, its people will be put to a critical situation. So and if not anyone undertakes them, it will be sufficient. So that's why these ulum are for the kifaya, that someone has to learn. If there is no doctor in the whole community, whom should we go for our treatment, for our treatments and for the treatments of our women and children and all people? So there should be someone who should be amongst Muslims who should be able to treat the humanity, the mankind. Okay, so, and if even some of the people do get some ilm, some kind of knowledge, it will be the obligation will be cancelled from others. So thus let none wonder at our status that both medicine and arithmetics are among the sciences which are collective duties, since the fundamental industries like farming, weaving, and politics. So Imam al-Ghazali is also kind of adding medicine to the list of farming, weaving, and politics, because it is something which some people need to acquire. Moreover, cupping is also collective duty, for if a town has no cuppers, destruction will hasten to befall its people, and will be put to critical situation by becoming victims of ruin. Of a surety, he who has created the ailment has created its medicine, and guided the people to the way of using it, and the causes of having it. For this reason, it is impermissible to cause oneself to be vulnerable to destruction by neglecting such as medicine. So, contrary to some scholars' view that the ilm of dunya is just mubah, or it's just allowed, Imam al-Ghazali is saying that it is fard kifaya, that there must be scholars who must attain some worldly knowledge so that they can cure and they can treat the illnesses of others, or they can benefit the mankind. Now, but as to the study of sophisticated aromatics and complicated medicine, it is meritorious and not obligatory, since it is dispensable, even though it might benefit in supporting the needed amount of related sciences. As for such sciences as magic, sorcery, witchery, and the like of that, they are among the blameworthy sciences. So the praiseworthy sciences here will be medicine, arithmetic, etc. And the blameworthy will be whatever will destroy and will harm the mankind will be a blameworthy science. So sorcery, magic, and witchery, witchcraft, they're all blameworthy sciences. As far as the permissible sciences is concerned, it is a mention might be made of the science of poetry, which has no wickedness or committing what is unlawful, in addition to the history and like of them. So this is about the non-legal sciences, and we'll come to the legal sciences inshallah in the next sitting. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.